There was nothing really like it in the school, and everyone was sort of dealing with the challenge of starting the new national courses, and that was, you know, that they had enough to do basically without me saying, let's do this wider achievement thing, that myself and the head teacher, Robert Williamson, openly admitted that we weren't really sure what it was and how it would work in a school. And that has been, I think, the most powerful part of it, because we started with nothing and now it's so established. I think in order to do that, and we had to be brave and we had to make decisions that maybe didn't work at times and that didn't work for certain members of staff and that would for others. And I particularly at the beginning wrote so many courses and made so many resources and handed them over in the hope that these were going to be amazing, they were going to love them, and they didn't always work. And I think for me, how do you, as a PT, but also teaching your subjects on drama as well, how do you engage with staff that you don't see every day, naturally, that you wouldn't necessarily talk to on a day-to-day basis? How do you engage them in something that you feel really passionate about, that you really believe in, when they've got, of course, 1,000 other things to do? So I think that is the most challenging thing. So what I did with that was really work hard on building relationships, really look at how do you make this as simple and as straightforward and as non-complicated as you possibly can for members of staff, department, faculty heads, as well as, you know, engaging student teachers and probationers, and then getting the young people to take control and to take, you know, to want to lead on things. So that's what we started 3 years ago, and now it's fully established. I think that things like engaging in community groups and really pulling on the amazing resources that Glasgow and Scotland have in terms of organisations such as Social Enterprise, YPI, these kind of people, Glasgow Life, who I could not do my job without. You know, there's so many amazing resources out there, Princess Trust, Young Enterprise, people that you know, these companies and these organisations are desperate to get into school. And so what we were able to provide was a person. So often Robert would say, I've had so many emails, I don't know who to send this stuff to, and things get lost. And now everyone can send them straight to me, and then I will then go, oh, actually that would work for that person or that subject, and whether it's wider achievement or it's actually just a faculty-based or a subject-based project. So really building on stakeholders and working with local organisations has been a key to building wider achievement. And then going back and looking at what are our staff able to offer, what do they want to offer. We have a science teacher who's a tap dancer. She's taught tap dancing classes. You know, we've done extreme frisbee with geography teachers. You know, it's lovely that there's such a variety of things, and that our young people, like our 6th year, lead on sports leadership things. So they take wider achievement classes with support from staff. We have a radio station that I set up 3 years ago, funded from Awards for All and the Flight Path, and that is run by a 6th year. So she is the station manager. She tells me what to do. And I think these kind of projects are just my most, like, the proudest things about wider achievement. So it's not without challenges, but the most important thing is to be brave and to be flexible as much as you possibly can, and make it work for your own school and for the young people that are in front of you and for the staff that will be delivering it.
On a personal level, it's been great to work with the kids in a kind of non-pressurised, non-certificated setting, and to get to know them through these interactive activities that we do. And there's not any part of Wider Achievement that I've been involved with, there's no tedious amount of workbooks or writing or anything that has to be fulfilled. That Becca really, if there is ever anything like that, is kept like right down to a minimum. Like maybe at the end of a unit it's an evaluation, and that's kind of all you're having to do. So kind of getting to work with the kids in this nice relaxed environment, especially when they pick the option that they want to do, because they want to be there. So they've sorted out of all the options what they want to do, so they're doing something that they really enjoy. Being able to offer something that's not running the school anymore as well is really good. We don't offer textiles in Drumchapel anymore, just because it's quite a kind of costly and it's quite intense to run that. So we don't have a sewing part of home economics anymore, so the kids aren't getting these skills and manual dexterity that they would have previously, or would have if we offered that as part of our curriculum. So that's been amazing to do that. And also on a professional level, there's been training in relation or in partnership with Glasgow Life, and they've shown us lots of different games and icebreakers and energizer kind of tasks, which are just such a good way to settle the class. But also then that's kind of helped me with my other classes, because these tasks are so good for getting a sleepy higher class back on task or getting them back engaged maybe first thing on a Monday morning. So yeah, it's such an amazing department to be a part of, and all the events and everything that I've been privileged enough to go to with Wider Achievement, Times Awards and all these things. It's just amazing to take the kids out to these. You're just want to burst with pride. You're so pleased to be there, and they're so pleased to be there. So it's so valuable.
In terms of professionally, yeah, again, as a new teacher, it's good to kind of be able to express other ideas I have and get that opportunity to maybe offer up something that is not so much directed within the art and design course, and maybe experiment with a few ideas, experiment with teaching styles, and yeah, just a little bit of freedom to kind of offer up other opportunities for both the pupils and for myself, I guess.